1 or level 2 verified status. It depends on your processing of payments. It depends on what you're doing. In general, we don't actually report any of your data unless there's a random investigation, which happens from time to time, or unless you're committing fraud and we have to investigate you. So if none of those two things happen, we don't release your data. We keep it private and secure. Next question? Any other questions from anyone? Good.
What are you looking for in terms of regulation from the government?
Same thing I said in the Senate is simple. Don't try to create new ones. It's going to take too long. You're going to get overcomplicated. We already have a Forex license. Just make math crypto-based currency a class of foreign exchange. Consider the Bitcoin a foreign currency. Apply the same limits and KYC and compliance you do to foreign currency. And let our existing MSB license simply carry on business by conducting transactions. Any other questions? Go ahead, yeah.
Is this mic working?
Yes, or talk close to it.
Test. So I just have a quick question. I really like the Canadian exchanges, CA, Vertex, Volta, Satoshi. I really like to support them. Do you guys have any long-term goals for doing like the altcoin currency exchanges like MintPal and Cryptsy are doing right now?
Right now, as you may know, we do Litecoin. Okay? Yeah. We do Litecoin. But as far as new altcoins, our concern is that some are malicious and some are such a small market that to devote our technical resources just to them and sidetrack our main focus is considered low priority. But to answer your question directly, yes, we will be adding new Litecoins. No ETA, but it's months, if not years. It's not something we want to focus on. We want to focus on the core right now.
Thanks.
Go ahead.
With the Royal Canadian Mint abandoning their mint chip initiative, have you engaged in that conversation? Do you encounter it when you're making your representations?
Yes, I have actually spoken to the mint chip project earlier, the digital mint chip in the early days, and they told me it was a very experimental idea. It wasn't. They even said they were surprised it caught on. And if I can theorize, if I may, for a moment. I think that the widespread adoption of Bitcoin is one of the reasons they stopped the whole mint chip project. So, but yes, I have been in contact with them.
Hi, my name is Lewis. I'm from Victoria here in Vancouver.
Hi.
I just wanted to hear from you what was the outcome of the Senate hearings, because I didn't see it online or anything.
The outcome was that the senators were happy that we educated them. They were shocked and surprised. They, one senator in particular pulled me aside, and after I explained mining to her in my quick way, she's like, "Wow, that changes everything. It's new information." Like light bulbs started going off in their heads, and they started getting excited about it. The next day they had Royal Bank on, and the questions they were drilling Royal Bank with, you could tell just by that next day. Well, Vertex was here yesterday, and they said this, and now you're telling us something different. And like they were really laying into the banks. I think we got a really good thing going, and the Senate's on our side. Larry O'Brien knows the Senate. He knows the politicians. He talks to these guys offline. So Larry O'Brien's a really good answer to you there. He's helping us tremendously, and the Senate is on our side, I think.
Thank you for doing that.
Okay, we got two more going in the back. Yep.
Hi there. I'm a miner. I understand the beginning of your presentation, you said you got shut down for sort of telling the truth by saying that you did wire transfers internationally, and the reason was for Bitcoin. You use that word, and it carries a negative connotation in sort of the banking or regulation field. So, I struggle to articulate what I do. Getting a bank account, registering a business, leasing space, getting insurance. These all have an expectation to divulge your business activity. And I believe CH Vertex is a Bitcoin company, but I don't feel like I should articulate my business as a Bitcoin company. I don't think it fits the right, I don't think that's an accurate description. So what's your advice for people that are involved in this space but are not exchanges? Sort of the auxiliaries, such as mining. What would you advise people to describe their business activity as?
That's a very good question. You're getting me on record with the videos here, but I'll give you my honest answer. Before I do, I sort of want to correct something you said earlier. You made an assumption that I told them Bitcoin by choice. they asked me what it was. I told the truth when I said Bitcoin. Then they said, great, show us the wire transfer, show us where it came from, show us your account statement from Mt. Gox, the detail. Yes, I want the detail. So there was no getting around that. I was telling the truth. And had I not told the truth, it would have been worse for me, because when they asked to see the statement of this international wire transfer from an investment, and I showed them a Mt. Gox statement, they would have said, what do you think you're doing, right? So to be clear on that, you really should be telling the truth, because the bank will dig. They will dig. Now, to answer your second question, we are a Bitcoin exchange. That's what the banks really don't like. Okay, we are in the business of money handling Canadian dollars into and out of Bitcoin. That is something far, far different from a guy like you in software development, which is the truth, software and hardware development, that is researching new technologies. You're not processing payments for people. And by the way, you as a Canadian corporation and a Canadian citizen or a resident can easily get money into and out of us. We're the ones that are scrutinized. We're the ones that have the licenses. We're the ones that have the banking relationships.